with somebody by the name Muhammad Abdul Salam. Muhammad Abdul Salam is the first one who switched the Muslim Brotherhood from being an organization fighting the British occupation during the Nasser era into a violent organization, and they attempted to assassinate Gamal Abdel Nasser. They attempted to assassinate Anwar Sadat until the blind sheikh succeeded to do it, and he was elected the Prince of Jihad on the global level. And for a long time, the blind sheikh, after God helped me to put him in jail, he was running his organization through Len Stewart, his attorney, by making press releases to give orders to his followers in Egypt.
All right, I want to shift gears back to my statement, though, when I described Jerome Corsi, WorldNet Daily, their investigations, saying basically what you said, getting back to people in Obama's family financing the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, that horrible overthrow, the burning of the churches, the killing of the military, the end of free speech, all the tyranny that expanded in Egypt. Do you agree with my statement that bare minimum Obama is being blackmailed? You said that was in the Egyptian papers?
Yes, he is being blackmailed, but he put himself in that position.
I understand. So he was a willing accomplice and then now is being blackmailed.
Now he's being blackmailed, and that's why he stopped the Apache helicopters to go to Egypt and alienated the United States from the entire Arab world. Egypt is the heart of the Arab world, and Saudi Arabia, Emirates, Dubai, they all surrounding Egypt. And now they are pulling out of the United States, and Mr. Putin jumping in head down and start to send the Egyptian people now eating caviar once a week by Mr. Putin. Why he's doing that? He's taking the opportunity that Mr. Obama is no longer liked by the Egyptian people.
What do you think the grand strategy is to overthrow Egypt? That sounds completely insane, but they tried it. It lasted for 1 year until 20 million people hit the streets. I mean, why would Obama want to put people in charge that were crucifying Christians in the streets for no reason? Why?
Well, he's not per se wanted to crucify Christians, but he is heartedly supporting the Muslim Brotherhood, who will kill Christians, as you just mentioned. And they continued to do that until the military took over Egypt. And now Egypt is being alienated from the United States. The main goal, the final goal, is to have American control, Islamic control over Africa.
That's it. Yep.
That is Africa. The goal, and that is what Dr. Isam al-Haddad was sent by Mr. Khairat al-Shatir from Egypt to the United States to the White House, have the instruction from the White House, go back to Egypt and start to go back to Mr. Malik in Africa to spread the Muslim Brotherhood wing over Africa, and then Africa...
Exactly, but I mean, not genuine Islam, as you said, this radical form with criminal elements of our government backing it, as a secret army. I think that's clear. Getting into other perspectives on ISIS, on Obama and others being caught helping fund them, is that blowback now when they go into Iraq? What's the inside intel as an Egyptian colonel and then an FBI asset? What's your expert take on what's happening currently and what we saw in Paris?
Well, as you know, that the head of ISIS was one of our prisoners in Guantanamo.
Yes.
And then we release him. And then we say, oops, there is so many oopses being going on. After we release Mr. al-Baghdadi, we say, oops, and then today everybody works for his own best interest. Of course, Mr. al-Baghdadi created his followers, which is originally supported by the Muslim Brotherhood, backed up by Hamas in Palestine. Hamas is the military arm of the Muslim Brotherhood. They are all connected. It is one tree. It started from Egypt under one leadership, and that is the Prince of Jihad, the blind Sheikh Omar Abdul Rahman. I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm following Sheikh Omar Abdul Rahman very closely. And sadly, for the first time since 20 years ago, he was taken out of prison, put in a hospital to prepare for his, what they call it, transfer. At the beginning, the State Department said, oh, we're going to release him. And then the media went crazy. You cannot release the guy, has American blood on his hand. Oh, well, we will transfer him. And then, this is ridiculous.
Shouldn't he have just been executed?
I don't know about the capital punishment in New York. The guy should be in prison. He is not in prison. I will bet you something here. We have 2 or a year and 3/4 left for Mr. Barak. He will release the Sheikh before he leave office to shut the Muslim Brotherhood forever. And you can quote me on that.
Incredible, sir. We've only got like 6 minutes left in the next segment. We can do a little bit of overdrive. I want to have you back for an in-depth, commercial-free, hour-long special sometime on the Nightly News to really give you the floor with all the documents and articles you sent us to kind of do a live presentation sometime, or maybe a tape once we can add more video to break all this down. But amazing perspective. And from my own deep research of everything, I really can't disagree with anything you've said. It's just so over the top. Reality is so amazing.
The CDC just announced flu vaccines may have the wrong strain of flu virus. You may not be protected. Whatever your lifestyle, your immune system is critical, and Immudyne provides your immune support. Doctor recommended, stimulant-free, and not found in pharmacies. Go to Immudyne.com to find out more or to place an order, or call 866-257-8668. That's IMMUDYNE.com or 866-257-8668. Remember, Immudyne is key support for your immune system.
Digestive health is key to wellness, and Pro-EM1 is the key to digestive health. Pro-EM1 is a daily liquid probiotic that improves food absorption and supports weight loss by removing toxins from your system. Recommended by doctors, Pro-EM1 is 100% natural, organic, non-GMO, wheat, soy, gluten, and dairy-free. Call us today at 888-611-8025 or visit ProEM1.com to save over $25 on your order. That's 888-611-8025 or PROEM1.com.
The experts are clear. Sunlight, purified water, healthy non-GMO food, and having a good attitude is essential to a healthy immune system. But I go further with Super Nascent Iodine X2 from InfoWarsLife.com. 50% stronger than our original and revolutionary Nascent Iodine formula, coming from a deep earth crystal source that no other supplier has. Most other forms of iodine come from seaweed in areas plagued by Fukushima and other contaminants. Not our iodine. It comes from over 200-million-year-old crystal salt deposits and is tested and proven to be completely pure. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today. See the informational videos. Read the information they're compiled. And for a limited time, when you use promo code NOW at checkout, you get an additional 5% off the entire family of InfoWarsLife.com products. Secure your Survival Shield X2 today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
Did you know by age 50, half of all men have an enlarged prostate? This means more urges to urinate, longer bathroom trips, waking at night to urinate, or issues with sex. If this sounds familiar, call us now, because we're shipping free bottles of Super Beta Prostate to listeners of this station. Super Beta Prostate is a non-prescription formula guaranteed to reduce the symptoms of your enlarged prostate. It's yours free. Pay only shipping and handling. Just call 1-800-852-1820. In clinical trials, the ingredient in Super Beta Prostate was shown to reduce urges to urinate, improve bladder emptying, reduce waking at night to urinate, and improve quality of life. This Super Beta Prostate free offer is for listeners of this station, but it won't last. Don't wait. Just call 1-800-852-1820. That's 1-800-852-1820. Call 1-800-852-1820.
Watch me! Alex Jones here live in the final main broadcast segment. We'll do one more segment of Overdrive with our guest, Ahmad Salam. Former Egyptian military colonel. Went undercover with the FBI and infiltrated the first al-Qaeda cell on American soil in New York City. He also infiltrated the Russians. When you think about this, what type of country would elect somebody who you don't even know really where they're from, and then they've got all these brothers and people and cousins that are radicals who've been caught trying to basically overthrow Kenya before? man, this country is in trouble. And then they did overthrow Egypt for a year and had a reign of terror. And I used to hear all the right-wingers talk about this, and I just would roll my eyes because people call me a conspiracy theorist. Sometimes truth is so strange, I can't even believe it. Everybody should get his book. It is a page-turner, Undercover, Ahmad Salam, The Untold Story of Al-Qaeda, the FBI, and the CIA in America. AhmadSalam.org. We'll tweet out Ahmad Salam, S-A-L-E-M. It's like Salem, AhmadSalam.org. So you can get his book. Let me ask you this. I want to get back to the Paris situation and what's happening and going on. But you were saying off air, one of my producers, you can say this in your own words, about, I mean, did you say that Obama and others are trying to radicalize Islam? What's your view on that? And some of the Wahhabists out of Saudi Arabia, what's the agenda there?
Well, I think that Mr. Obama's heart is for the radical Islam. But of course, he has to show the presidency for the American people completely. But all of his behavior, it just shows his support to the Muslim Brotherhood, which is against the Egyptian peoples and against their wishes. Today, the United States of America have been alienated from Egypt, from Saudi Arabia, from Dubai, from the only country with the United States at this time is Qatar. And when we took the 5 Taliban leaders and released them, they are fanatics and radicals. And you gotta imagine if these people today leading ISIS from Qatar or not. You cannot, in the day of the internet, to control what they will say and to who will they say. I think Mr. Obama, I have no problem for him to be loving to Islam. I am a Muslim myself. But please, Mr. Barack, please do not go for the fanatics and the radicals, because it bounced back to America. America is being hated as a government, not at the American people, in the Middle East, because of what you have been doing.
Oh, yeah, Pakistan is mad at us for supporting radicals. People act like the Middle East loves radicals. They hate them.
Unfortunately, that's the price the American people, you and I, will pay. That we get alienated from the Middle East, and when we go ask them to help us to fight ISIS, of course they say, if you coming to support a terrorist organization called the Muslim Brotherhood, you coming now, one of the tails of the Muslim Brotherhood, which is ISIS, you want us to help you fight it? Sorry. And they walk away. And they went far from the United States to get their weapons from Russia and from China. And then, lo and behold, Russia will start to spread their wings on the Middle East, and we lose our leadership role around the world. America, I immigrated to, is the United States of America, and it is the supreme power on the planet, and we should maintain that. Increase the military power and increase our leadership around the planet, not to shy from being American. I am proud to be one. It was my choice, and I will maintain it to the day I die. I'm not afraid to die. If I'm afraid to die, I wouldn't go.
Well, that's powerful, Ahmad Salam. Well, nobody can debate that the government's destroying American power everywhere on purpose for global government to replace it. That's the master plan. 5 more minutes with our guest. Nightly News Tonight, 7 o'clock. Powerful interview.
Radio Network.
When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. No one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. Just one of the key compounds, BioPQQ, is backed by major clinical studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? We now have the synergistic solution. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with Super Male or Super Female Vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 188 253-3139.